Good morning. Welcome to the KetoMom page. It is a rainy day here today, and it's actually great. All right, we're diving into this book. We've got a couple of things to cover. As you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? We're going to talk about not letting the poison take over. Lots of different things, actually. But as you're tuning in, I would love to know where you're tuning in from. And it's Tuesday. What would be a fun Tuesday, tasty Tuesday? Do you like to eat breakfast? And if you do, what is your favorite keto low-carb breakfast? If you want to share it below, that would be awesome. I love to have omelets, not going to lie. So I probably don't intermittent fast every single day. Do you intermittent fast or do you eat breakfast? Either way is great. And I probably intermittent fast. Actually, recently I have been every morning, but if I don't, I will have some sausage or an omelet, and that's it. It's raining here. It is dreary, and it needs to rain here because we need the rain so badly. Anybody else? So, all right, we're diving into our book, The Magic of Thinking Big, and we're just going to wrap up this next chapter, and he really is, I'll kind of wrap it all up, but it's chapter 7 if you're following along in the book. And we are talking about managing your environments, all right? So he says, make it a rule to seek advice from people who you know. Oftentimes people will say things like, people are too busy, I can't ask questions. Who am I supposed to ask questions to? And he said, if there's somebody that you want to be your mentor, if there's somebody that you want to ask questions to, most people are not too busy. You just have to ask. It's the power of the ask, right? So he just said, if there's somebody you want to learn something from, send them a message. Ask them a question. So I'm going to read a couple things to you. It's going to be short and sweet this morning, mainly because I have to get my children up. He says, there's a couple of things he said. You need to make sure that you're in different environments as well. If you're around always the same people all the time, you're going to only hear from those from that perspective. So he said, what I want you to do is circulate in new groups, make new friends, join new organizations, enlarge your social orbit. He says, find a variety of people. A variety of people will give you different insight. It will keep your life full of spice. It gives you different dimensions to look at. It's good mind food. So he says, number 1, you should join new organizations, find some new friends. Number 2, select friends who have different viewpoints than you so you can learn from others. I like to tell people, when you're different than other people, you really learn how to be adaptable. You learn EQ, how to handle your emotions. You learn how to have an awareness of other people's viewpoints. You learn how to listen more than you speak. And you can be observant to learn how other people do things, right? Number 3, select friends who stand above petty, unimportant things. He said, if people are only concerned about what you have and name brands and how many square feet your house is, time to find some new friends. He says, guard your psychological environment. Select friends who are interested in positive thoughts, friends who are really do want to see you succeed. Find friends who breathe encouragement into your plans to encourage you. He says, oftentimes, isn't it funny, when we're feeding our, let's say baby food, when we're feeding our babies or our children or even ourselves, we'll often, not everybody, flip things over and look at what is in our food. We have such a food awareness of poison in our food, most of us, right? He goes, but how often are you aware of the poison that you're putting in your mindset? He says, we're a poison-conscious nation about our bodies, but what about our mindset? And so he basically is just saying, watch what people are talking about when they're around you. Are they gossiping? Are they spreading rumors? Are they being, I would say, like, are they being ugly? Are they speaking trash? Are they putting people down? Because if that's the case, you need to find a new environment. How in the world are you going to hit your goals if you're not in an environment full of life-speaking, positive thinkers, people that want to grow, right? So here's what the chapter was about. I'm just going to do a quick summary. It said, Be environment conscious, just as body diet makes the body, mind diet makes the mind. We talked about that yesterday, right? You're so focused on what you're eating, pay attention to what you're putting in your mindset. Make your environment work for you, not against you. Don't let suppressive focuses on the negative. Don't let negators run your day. You can't do it, people will make you feel defeated. You just have to get really good at telling people when they're negative to you, I don't accept that. Nope, I'm not believing for that. I reject that. Get those words into your brain. I say that to people when they're negative. I'm like, ugh, I'm not taking that in my life. You can keep that over there. Number 3, don't let small thinking people hold you back. Jealous people want to see you stumble. Don't give them the satisfaction. It's all about environment, people, mindset. You want to hit your goals and be successful in life. All of these things are important. If your goal is fat loss, these things are still important. This will change everything. Not just the fat loss, but this will change you actually keeping the fat off. This will change your confidence. This will change how you feel. This will change how you inspire other people around you. Get your advice from successful people. Your future is important. Never risk it with freelance advisors who are already failing. Find somebody who's already done what you want to do and ask them a question. Get plenty of psychological sunshine. Circulate in different groups. Discover new and stimulating things to do with other people. It gives you a different viewpoint on life. The next one, throw thought poison out of your environment. Avoid gossip. Avoid talking about other people. Stay positive. All right, that was the main gist of that chapter. It was kind of fast, mainly because I need to get my children up because they need to start school. Although if you just are tuning in, it is quite dreary. We need the rain. Does anybody else live where there's rain? It has been like a drought here for 2 years. Like we have not had the amount of rain or snow that we should. So as much as I'm like, oh, I'd love to go outside and play, we need it to rain for like a month, a solid month. And it would like catch up after 2 years of no rain. All right, here's the deal. This is the book. We are a little over halfway through. I think we'll get through the book by the end of the month. I haven't chosen the next book yet, but I will here very soon. You can either get the books and follow along here. You can hop on here just for some encouragement. You can send me a message with any questions that you have. If all you want to learn is about keto, totally fine. If you need recipes, go to KetoMomSecrets.com or scroll through the page for the last 7 years. If you have a question, I'm not too busy. I answer all of my questions every single day. The questions are answered by the time I go to bed. They're at 0. So ask a question, whether it's how I get started, what are those ketones you drink, tell me more about mindset, homeschooling. I get a lot of homeschool questions, parenting questions. Like, ask and I will answer them sometime today. Otherwise, I hope you have an incredible day. I'm always here to help, and I think that's it. So I'm going to go wake up my children and finish my ketones and homeschool my children and all of the things. I appreciate you all. Have a great morning, and we'll see you later.